Live. So welcome to the horizontal viewers. Welcome to a Bass Guy show. This is Bass Guy, and this is a one-person internet live streaming music show. One of the first live music streaming musicians ever. I started in 2013, and today is the first day of spring 2016. So welcome to everybody. Welcome to the people from the past, the present, the future. Please type 1 if this is working. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Pat and John and Stefan, and to the Patreon viewers, to the 5 people that support after 13, 14 years of streaming. Today is the first day of spring, and we had a snowstorm here in Montreal, so let's hear it for Larry, the imaginary producer. Kids just love Larry. So today is a family show and everything is great and fine, and we're gonna have a great time, and we're all gonna get together and play some music and have some fun. We have world famous weather celebrity sensation Frankie MacDonald calling in about half an hour, so you can ask him your questions live. So thank you very, very much. We got a number 1 on one of the streams. I think it's the horizontal or the vertical, I'm not sure. And ladies and gentlemen, I have a big announcement to make. A huge, massive announcement. Are you ready? Today is Dr. Nair Mumstead's birthday. If you don't know who Dr. Nair Mumstead is, you haven't lived. He was on the earlier shows. It's really a shame. There's so much stuff on the internet. Everything is so oversaturated. Everything is so special that nothing is special. And now, in the future, one day, everyone will have their 15 minutes of privacy. That was Banksy who said that. I think it was Aldous Huxley or someone said, in the future, everyone will have 15 minutes of fame. Everyone has their 15 minutes of fame, and then Banksy said in the future everyone will have their 5 minutes of privacy. So welcome. While I'm explaining the show and inviting new viewers, as I said, it's episode 1635, and this is done live in one take. All the sound effects, all the visuals. Above we have Sky of the Universe, and he's also on the wall behind me there. And that is the city of Montreal, covered in snow today. We have happy birthday Doc from Sky of the Universe. So please don't be afraid to say hello in the chat. And if I missed your chat or whatever, it's just because I'm doing 100 million buttons. And thank you, Pat, for being here. The 1006 is here. And Trains Fan 101. Bill 101, Bill 101. There's a lot of obstacles on this show. 1 is doing the studio. 2 is being a musician for 35 years and no one seems to care. It doesn't matter anymore. Yoga pants and Brad's chisel chin is more important. 3 is I have spinal damage and I've been in a lot of pain as I get older. I'm almost 52, and it's getting my shoulder and my wrist and my arm and my eye and my back. It's just in mega pain. I woke up at 4 a.m. today to get today's show ready. I moved the drum set 10 inches forward. Yeah, baby. And it took me about 4 or 5 hours just to move it just a little bit forward and reroute all the wiring and everything. It's a lot of work. We had a derailment. I got a story to tell you today. We had a derailment in the West Island in Dorion. There used to be, well, I said it was a family show, but there was a strip club in Dorion called Miss Dorion back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And we live in a very different world. And right by there's a train station. Dorion has a beautiful water tower with a... Larry, can you put on some frickin' more relaxing music? That's Barry. So one of the reasons I talk incessantly at the beginning of the show is that the world is changing so quickly now that whenever you talk on your video, more specifically at the beginning of your video, if you don't speak at the beginning of your video, there's no transcript and it identifies your video as music or art or something. So if you talk and explain everything, AI picks up on it and it writes a transcript for you, and then I can take that transcript and make a paragraph with it and make it make sense and tag. So that's one of the reasons. The other reasons, as I'm getting ready, I'm checking a million. There literally is 100 variables. I'm not just doing one live show anymore. I'm doing 2 at the same time in stereo. I could just do it automatically, but I'm doing mine independently. I've got a horizontal and a vertical stream, so you can go on your phone, and now you can watch it on your mobile, and the graphics, they're the same. It's the same show, but the graphics are all in a different place, so it's not just squeezed in the middle. So I have to run 2 shows at the same time, and I can show you what I mean by that. If I stop automatic pilot, and I have to manually take away the Bass Guy logo, and then on 2 shows I would put, today is Friday, so you have to go on the next one. It's difficult. It should be today, right? But I can't find it. Oh yeah, today is March 20th 2026. It is John Coltrane's birthday. There's even a Church of John Coltrane, if you want to Google that, Pat. A Church of John Coltrane, saxophone player. Just after the Blue Note era, or during the Blue Note era, and afterwards as well. He was he took music to a spiritual level, which music could be. And it's Dr. Nair Mumstead's birthday. Our show is live every Friday at this time. So 10 o'clock. I always say 9:30 p.m., but really now it's 10 p.m. It's just shorter to write, shorter text, easier to say. And even though I wake up at 4 a.m., I can never get, everything I'm saying is connected. So write this down on a post-it note, stick it on your fridge. This show is live at this time in your area. Write it down on a post-it note, stick it on your fridge, or stick it on your forehead. And if you like this show, we've had 0 tips, other than Pat and John and Stefan and the Patreons. We've had 0 tips from the public in 2026. So I just want to say thank you. Well, it's okay. No, it's okay. Musicians don't need money. Musicians live off handshakes and smiles. Everybody knows that. Music's just a thing that's free. That thing you use for your wedding, that thing for your bar mitzvah or your graduation, or your anniversary, the most important moments in your entire life. Your first dance, your first kiss, when you're happy, when you have something to celebrate, when you're getting through a hard time and things have never been tougher, and that album or song or show got you through the night. It's free. It's just all free. All this equipment, the wire, like one bass string is about $10-20. A pack of bass strings is $100. The wire to go from my microphone to the desk to the thing is just $80. And then the thing that makes the thing work is $500, and the other thing's $700. We don't need money. It's all for free. And musicians are empaths, and because we're empaths, we like to share the important things in life that no one cares about until it's too late. So if you join my Patreon, I'll try and get in that later. Actually, instead of getting it later, we'll do it now. Please like, share, subscribe, and all of that annoying stuff. And here's an example. Sorry, Larry. Sorry if I'm missing comments here and stuff. It's really hard to do absolutely everything at the same time. Oh yeah, I've got to... sorry, here's another thing I got to do. And still, like I said at the beginning, I'm explaining for the transcript. I'm getting good at this. I am doing about 400 things at the same time. So when people say men can't multitask, first of all, that's sexist. Sexism isn't just one way, it's 2 ways. It's called... Anyway, now it's a million ways. Men, I can multitask. Yeah, baby. We have Peggy Trades here, ladies and gentlemen. And I will get back to everything I'm ranting about. We have Frankie McDonald coming up after the first song. Everyone trade UGF05 if you have good stuff. Everyone trade? What do you mean trade? Like money and trading and Amway? Am I missing something? Ladies and gentlemen, we have an Amway person in the room. And that Amway person wants us to trade. I don't know if I'm missing something, but she says, Puggy trades, or he says, everyone trade UGF0185 if you have good stuff. Well, Puggy Trade, you just won yourself 17 million frickin' internet points.
You just 17 million internet points.
And I just realized that the vertical viewers didn't see that because I didn't have it loaded. So this is what the show is like without any effects or talking or graphics. See, I'll turn off this graphic. This is what it's like. And I'm doing the defensive, insecure pose. As my good friend Larry said, he needs space, especially in music, he said. He said, bass guy? I said, yes, son. He says, Papa, I need space. This is what space sounds like. So I wanted to show you my Patreon. And I keep forgetting that I can share my screen here. So congratulations to Puggy. Welcome to Ryan. How's it going, Ryan? I hope you're well. I'm watching vertical. Pat likes to switch between vertical. Pat, I hope you're well. I don't know if it's a public thing or private thing, but I hope you're well. The thing about the guy and the dog and the incident. Coltrane was a legend. Let's say hello to Brandon Malone Music. Welcome. And to European Mapping. Wow, what a privilege. I always say privilege. I've checked out your site a few times. Very interesting stuff. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Well, I won't even say it because it doesn't matter. I was going to make a point. I'd like to tell you the story about how a train derailed near our town of St. Anne de Bellevue in Dorion, and a very spooky story completely related to it. And I told a few people, and because it's like a bad story, like bad as in like people died, you know, bad. By the way, we all die. Pretending that we don't is denial. Pretending that you don't age is denial. Going to Egypt and going down a lake is denial. I mean, who are these people? I bought I knew the town was so small, you know. This town is so small that I live in that when I plugged in my electric shaver, the trolley stopped. My face. And hello and welcome to all the lurkers watching. So anyone who watches over and over without tuning in, and just, that's cool too. If you're watching with good intentions because you like it, and that's cool. But if you're watching because like, oh, let's see what he does. No, I hate this guy. Let's watch him. Like, you know, that's what the internet has become. And all of that stuff is called projection, enablism, and narcissism. That's what projection is that if you ever wonder why people judge you, and give you that sideways look, or you just get that feeling, even if they're like, hey, how's it going, beautiful day, but you get that feeling, like when they say, hey, how's it going, beautiful day, they mean, fuck off and die, I hate you, I never want to see you again. Whenever they say that, they're projecting. They can see in you, first of all, they know that you know. It's just a thing, you know, it's the primitive, you know, what's it called, the cortex. They know that you know. They just know. It's like how a dog knows fear. You know, you just know. And they're projecting. They see in you what they lack in themselves. They know that you have. It's nothing to do with money or status or reputation or whatever. Giuseppe the shipbuilder. It's nothing to do with that. They know that you know, and what they lack in themselves, they see in you. So they throw it back at you. So try to be nice to people. Try not to get moved by anything. And if someone insults you, just walk away and take the high road. And if that doesn't work, pee in a cup and throw it at them. The power of a laugh track. And here's the joke without the laugh track. And if that doesn't work, pee in a cup and throw it at them. So I just demonstrated there live without any script in one take that TV and the internet and films and music is all about editing and manipulation. There'll be music in the background. It might make you feel tough. It might make you feel sophisticated. But there's editing and stuff like that, so, you know, sorry for going on. So here's my Patreon. There's a whole bunch of stuff here. Welcome, Seeking God Every Day. Welcome to the show. And I don't believe in God, but I believe in dog. Because a dog, as Ricky Gervais said, is the only animal in the world that loves you more than itself. But that's beautiful. Whatever floats your boat, everybody's welcome. Hello, Ryan, Brandon, European Mapping, everybody. So the Patreon is really cool. I worked so hard on it last couple of months that I'm taking a break now because I've been suffering from the grind. I've got the grind. Today is a talking show because I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired. Yeah, I know I can play music and stuff, and that's when everyone leaves usually, when you play music. That's what's happening nowadays, is music has become this thing that people really don't understand. They like it, and they move, and they wiggle, but no one's going to say, like, was that a flat and seventh on the trombone? People just say, I really like that, or that's amazing, or great. It's good. I hear that the jazz is good. Got to change this laugh track. So Banksy's identity has been revealed. I was going to change my audio pedal all month, and I haven't had time, and it's been bugging me, and I didn't. And what's on my audio pedal right now is actually Banksy quotes. And after 30 years, the journalist Reuters ruined everything and revealed his identity. So
you owe the companies nothing. Less than nothing. You especially don't owe them any courtesy. They owe you. They have rearranged the world to put themselves in front of you. They never asked for your permission. Don't even start asking for theirs. There's nothing more dangerous than someone who wants to make the world a better place.
Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. A lot of people never use their initiative because no one told them to. A lot of people never use their initiative because no one told them to.
Hello, live viewers.
So those sounds, I have all different sounds around me, and those sounds I can trigger with my feet. And that was from the painter and artist Banksy. And I love Banksy because he tries not to preach. So everything he says, it's kind of like a question, and he leaves it up to you to decide if it's right or wrong. But at the same time, it's like social justice that's kind of undeniably has truths to it. And it's just paint on a wall, and people are like, oh, that's vandalism. But if he does it, it's worth $10 million. He's the guy that shredded up his painting at the auction house. So yeah, there's too many things I want to talk about and mention, so I'm trying to squeeze it all in. Hey, baby. Hey, Monica. Hello, Shimeg. Who is Shimgag? I can't remember everything, and I don't see a photograph, and it's not your real name, but you know my name. So who are you, Shimgag? Ladies and gentlemen, people want to know who Shimgag is. Yeah, this and more. And I need to give myself permission to do whatever the hell I want. And I'm kind of trying to do that right now. So I've been going over tape cassettes. I have a precious vault that I've carried all over the world with me. It's a metal, fireproof, waterproof, earthquake-proof case, and I've got about 100 tape cassettes. And I've been making pretend radio stations and pretend advertisements and pretend music shows and stuff for 40 years. And my dad even did it, and I have some of his recordings. And some of it's on CD, most of it's on tape, and I've got a really good tape player now hooked up to the desk, and I'm at one tape. I've actually digitalized it all before, but now I'm digitalizing the tapes and turning them into videos and sharing them on my Patreon. And I introduce them, I put text, I put it into context. And here's one from 2001 when I had a jam where I used to live in Mary Hill in Glasgow. But here at a Bass Guy Show, we just do our own thing, and we don't try to fit in or... So we're going to do another tape. I'm exhausted, I'm tired, my legs hurt. and I'm on the way to the inconvenience store, which is only, a 3-hour trip for me, because we have a ice storm coming. So I talk, I introduce the tape, and then I play the tape. I just did one from, there's a video of new drone footage by Sky and a new song. I put up the live shows, but I also do stuff like internet stuff. And here's one that really kind of freaked me out. I had a tape of I made for Poland in 1998. And I was living in Poland and Scotland and moving back and forth a lot. And I had a whole family there. I had a grandfather and grandmother, Tata and Papa. I live near Auschwitz, Poland, the concentration camp. I live near there, right beside it. Like, not right beside, but a few miles away, like 10 miles away. And Bielsko-Biała, and our friend Stefan Slovakia lives very close to the border. And I was there before they joined the European Union, so it was just at the very end of the communistic rule from Russia, so I learned all about that. But what do I know, Canada? What do I know? I only live there.
Isn't philosophy simple? It's what...
And I made a little tape to do with Northern Exposure, Poland and Canada.
Philosophers do. But then again, I don't know, because I'm not a philosopher, at least not yet. All philosophers are men, aren't they? I don't know. Never thought...
And so there's some footage of Perth in the 1980s where I lived in Perthshire, Scotland, and these videos are half an hour, 45 minutes long, and I was making 2 of them a week, and I'm exhausting myself. So, and there's concerts, there's about 300 videos. There's Thomas and I. My brother Thomas passed away March 25th, 2 years ago. So 2 years ago this year he passed away, and my life has been a living hell every single day ever since. And rather than give up and die and fall apart, I found that just digging and diving into music even more, ever more than before. And I'm doing it on my Patreon, I'm doing it on my YouTube. I wake up at 4 every day and I go to bed at like 11 at night. So, and for some reason, the better the show gets, the bigger the equipment, the more guests, the more things going on, the more my back and body falls apart because I'm working so fucking hard. Nobody tips, nobody helps, and by nobody I mean not Pat and John and Steph, the 5 Patreon viewers like my mum, but the 99.9999% people that watch the show don't help. They never tip. Is the tip button broken? Can someone try it? Can someone donate 1 cent or $1 or whatever, which is the equivalent of 1 cent nowadays? Can someone try to donate 1 cent? Is it broken? And let me know on the chat board. Is it difficult? Does it not work? Because Pat and John do it and it works. It's been 4 months since someone tipped one. About which is very serious. Is every April I have to pay for my website and for my PC security and VNP and everything because I get trolls and all that because I'm a target, right? The VNP, the VPN and all that is $120 a year, and my website is $220 a year. So that's $350. So there's just $300. So next month I have my normal bills, and internet is almost $100 for the show because it's complicated. You don't just make a show in your bedroom and it happens. It's the opposite of using a phone and pressing start and going, hey guys. Or hey guys. So I'm having to pay those bills this month. So there's $350. That's just straight out. And then the bills, and then this, and then, like I said, 0 people have helped. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Aside from the 5 Patreons. So I thank you. So if you'd like to tip, you can go to bassguyshow.com and click on the yellow tip button, just the tip. And if you want to tip every month and not think about it, you set it up once, you join Patreon. It's $5 American bucks, $7 Canadian bucks a month. You get tons of free shit, new stuff every week, private, over-the-top stuff where I can say what I want, and then you can join up there and you can quit anytime. You can even join, I forgot to say that, you can join Patreon for free. This is the first time I've done the show without doing a song before Frankie. You can just join for free. There's an option now because we're all so freaking messed up and squirrely, and I know the price of a cup of coffee and a Mars bar is way too much for something that you watch often. I support the Trailer Park Boys. I support a few friends. I support about 3 different friends on their stations, even though I can't afford it, because it's just principle. It's frickin' principle. You can join for free and let the guilt kick in. Let me know if the tip button works. Is it broken? Because 4 months, and like out of spite, I'm kind of like, I'm angry. That's what spite is. I'm like, well, frick everything and everybody. I'll work 14 hours a day, no matter what, da 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 da, and nothing. Just it sounds like, it looks and sounds like this. Isn't that amazing? So sorry for being honest and for but there you go. I've explained everything, and now we're actually ready to get on with the show and do the show. Nothing's going to get in my way. I'm going to go for it no matter how hard you try. Walt Disney will come true. All that movie stuff where they tell you things are just never give up in all your dreams. Yeah, right. What about never give up and you'll never, never give up, and you'll watch all your rich friends who were born into nepotism have everything while you don't, from the age of 3 till 53, and your whole family will die, and then you'll get spinal damage and everything will suck, and you'll look at your bank account and you've just spent $300 entertaining strangers for free, and you have $28 left for pot noodles. I mean, who are these guys? Freaking Latvian monks selling real estate at Lionel Gru? Dr. Nair Mumstead, happy birthday. That was a Dr. Nair Mumstead joke. So as I said, nothing's going to get in my way, and I'm ready to start the show, and we're going to go. Oh, come on. And by the way, this is all live in one take, so 1 second. There's someone knocking at my... Can you come back later, you big poo-poo head? 1 second. Okay, window. Trying to do my show here. Frickin' kids. I told you, Larry. Don't let people knock at the window. Smiggy gag, that's my favorite line in Apocalypse Now. Marlon Brando, his last line in his career. The horror. Freaking kids. Getting too old for this. Retirement. Sorry about the interruption there. Just, isn't it funny, the people who have the most things and the biggest houses and 18,000 collector cars in their basement and everything, they're above ground, and the people who take the bus and the train and use nothing, and I live off of one toothpick and I sleep on a cold concrete floor. You know what? I think I'm just going to tell you the story rather, or I'll save the story for later, but remind me, Pat. I want to tell the story about the train derailment in my area this week. There was no trains. So first there's no food store, and then there's no trains. And it fell off the tracks. We still don't know what happened completely yet, but I have been studying the tracks for 2 years. I got into photography. Pat got me into the trains. And then I ended up there every day and just watching the trains for hours. And I really just amazed at first of all, the amount every 5 minutes, even less. And every 5 minutes, there's a 5-mile train carrying 8 billion. I know, I get it, that it's better on the environment because there's less trucks on the road and all that. But what they're carrying, the oil, and it's amazing. We almost had a chemical spill. And then in that exact same spot, there was one of the worst Canadian train disasters ever. In 1966, and my mum was involved in that, but obviously I'm still here, so I'll tell that story after we talk to Frankie MacDonald. It is Dr. Nair Mumstead's birthday. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you don't know who Dr. Nair Mumstead is one of my greatest friends who was on the show at the very beginning back in 2013, 14, 15, 16, and here's some video of Dr. Nair Mumstead. So that's Dr. Nair Mumstead screaming and singing, and here's Dr. Nair Mumstead singing a song. Mills Motors, when we got the free car.
I was driving to Ontario, stopped along the way, listening to what Mr. Mills had to say. New cars and pop stars, we'll be on our way, we'll keep on rolling till we see a brighter day. Mills Motors,
Mills Motors,
won't you come on down? Mills Motors, and take a look around. Mills Motors, quality vehicles.
So there's Dr. Nair Mumstead. That's the show about 10 years ago. That was 2015. That was 11 years ago. And here's a little commercial. Dr. Nair Mumstead texts me every day to this day. He has his own brand of comedy. He writes it down in books and works on it over decades. The guy's a genius. He's basically like Andy Kaufman, that kind of intellect.
Security locks made from 257 blue titanium steel. A lock so secure you won't even be able to open it. Lockdown. Security locks.
So there's endless stuff on Dr. Nair Mumstead, too much to get into. I'm trying to fit in too much and explain everything. This is what happens. I'm always working on the studio, trying to get it to work. And then all of a sudden it's St. Patrick's Day, so then I have to do like 50 hours of graphics for that. And then it's someone's birthday, and then it's spring, and then it's this, and then this comes in, and then that. And every time you go, oh, I think I'll sit down and watch MacGyver and have a biscuit. And then next thing you know, it's Christmas. I have to go now. It's Susan's anniversary. Go, 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 go. Never. That's what social media is, by the way. I'm not on social media. I left it 4 years ago. But it's where they get you to do everything all the time and submit all of your information for free all the time and post things and music and videos and everything for free. And all AI is this big machine that collects all of your stuff, and it steals it and takes it because you pressed accept, and it takes everyone's stuff and then spits it back out at you. Is this what you meant? So people don't care anymore about stealing things and taking things from people. So I've been studying the trains, and I've been saying for years that this train is going to fall. These trains are going to fall off the tracks. It's inevitable, and it happened. And then a long time ago, something happened to do with me where it was a piece of artwork, and it was mine, and I made it, and it took me hundreds and hundreds of hours. And then someone took it and used it, and I said, hey, that's mine. And everyone said, Jack, no, Jack, you're wrong. That's not yours. This is fine. And made money off of it. Lots of people, dozens, 100 people. So that's like another train. And another story I was talking about, Pat, this is just a shout out to wink wink nudge nudge people that might know what I'm talking about, was, hey, this big thing happened here, and I told the town and the police and everything, and no one cares. Just sweep it under the carpet. It's bad for ice cream sales. And ladies and gentlemen, also the problem with social media is no one can have over 100 friends. If you have 2,000, 1,500 friends, stop using people as tools. Stop calling people when you need something. Don't call up people when you just happen to need something. And like, that's what narcissism is when you have all different kinds of people and you collect them and you're the little king and all your little minions are behind you. Don't do that shit. And now a word from our sponsor.
Thank you for calling the Base Guy Shoe Help Desk. If you are having troubles with your stream, please press the letter Y, then the following code 1232145 uppercase 3 penguin. If you would like to wish Chicky Mickey a happy birthday, please press pound cake. You have chosen to wish Chicky Mickey a happy birthday. To send Chicky Mickey a sunset scope.
So those are adverts and commercials. That was made by middle-class Batman in the States. And since we have no food store anymore in our town, it's been 2 years, and I've been taking the train with a bad back, going to get, I order food online, but I like to pick my own tomatoes, and I like to walk around and be part of society. And to food deserts and whatever's happening to the world, and everyone passes the buck and no one takes responsibility and everyone just blames someone else. I forgot what I was going to say, but it was going to be really good. As I said at the beginning of the show, after 35 years I get tired of always like, here's 18 songs in a row for you, I'm tired and I'm out of whack, and today's like getting the show ready thing. So now we're doing our food store online, no food store in town, and it's been exhausting, apps. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, society is starting to force people to buy cars to participate in society. So while they're saying we're green and here's, look how green we are, and save the world and save the whales and the snails, and look how greenwashing, we're great. But if you want to live in our town, even though I am 7 generations from this town, my 7th great grandfather is one of 20 people buried in a tomb in the church. He was one of the first colonizers here. That's another thing, what do you call a suburb? A place where they cut down the trees and name the streets after them. That's what colonialism is. Colonialism is you come in, you kill the whole country, and then you make up rules about what people can and can't do. Hate crimes. You can't say this word. You can't do that. You can't do this. Yeah, but you came here and killed everyone first. That little detail. And this is the thing. You can't tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you become, people project and they see what they lack in themselves and they shoot you down. Like John Lennon or someone, they'll just shoot you down straight up. Not what I'm saying like that, but they'll shoot you down. So, projection and all that. We're going to have Frankie McDonald now live on the show. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff in me. I'm letting it out. If you're a local and you're watching me and you think I'm a piece of shit and you hope I fuck off and die, that's okay too. There's a place for you in the universe as well. If you don't like it, go and get your own studio-owned sound desk and foot pedals and reverb things and 10 million different things, and come and tell me what you think on the same level. I'm so excited to see the Ride 2025. That's right, Shimgag, and we have the REM coming. And so now we have the food store online. So you have to, if anybody wants anything, I'm going to pick up some snacks if you want some. Let me know on the chat board. Oh yeah, I forgot, this internet stuff's interactive. Let me know, are you here just to see Frankie, or are you here to see everything? Would you like some beef jerky? What kind of chips do you want? Coke, Pepsi, water? I'll pick you up something. It's only 4 times more expensive at the convenience store down the street. And whatever you do, don't say how you actually feel, and be authentic and tell the truth, because you'll get shot down, because you'll be ruining the party. You'll be spoiling ice cream sales. Remember that when you do music, it has to be 2.5 minutes long, and to play what people like, because it's not about the musicians who spent 40 years learning stuff. It's about you, the consumer, who wants to hear what they want. On Shoma FM, the same 5 songs over and over again. for all eternity, for all time. Back in Black, hit the sack. You just turn off Shome. They should just put Back in Black on Shome over and over and over again on a loop. But shout out to Terry DeMonte. Sorry for heavering pish. It's that time now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a 5-minute break, which will probably only be a 2-minute break. And the music you're going to hear is called Equinox. And Equinox is by John Coltrane. And it's his birthday today, so I never thought about it. Let's do some John Coltrane tonight. And this is myself on drums and bass. And this is Dr. Nermit Mumstead, whose real name is Barry. He's well known in my town. And he moved over to the West Coast. And this is Barry on guitar. So here's Dr. Nermit Mumstead's music. And this is a song called Equinox, which is today, the equinox of spring. And I don't know if it's John Coltrane's birthday, but oh yeah, John Coltrane's birthday is on an equinox. So not that anyone would know, right? We'll be back in a few minutes with Frankie McDonald. Thank you for watching. Bass Guy Show loves you. Go buy a beer. Wow, that speed is starting to kick in, Larry. This guy should not do drugs or alcohol. He is just joking. So we're always having technical difficulties with Zoom because I send out, welcome back to the show, even though we didn't go anywhere. I send out the invitation, and Zoom always starts two. Like, no matter what I do, it duplicates it. So I send them both out by email to Frankie and Sky. No pressure, Sky. And it doesn't work.
So I made it.
But now it works. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the one and only, live from Sydney, Nova Scotia, Frankie MacDonald. How's it going, Frankie?
So far.
So you got the link and it worked this time, yeah?
I just reminded Monica.
Okay, so we have Monica, which is Frankie MacDonald's friend. I met Monica when I went to go visit you in Sydney, Nova Scotia, Frankie, with Gajen. That was a great trip.
That was a great trip with Monica. It's doing great so far. I just told Monica Big Sky Show is on.
We have Sky of the Universe in Montreal, who does our drone videos, saying Frankie is in the waiting room for the doctor that will throw the guy in the garbage and turn his home into a nightclub.
And did you hear about this? And did you hear about this? Just imagine the doctor picked up the guy and threw him in the garbage at the hospital. The doctor saying, I'm just so busy.
The police will come by and say, are you the doctor in the hospital?
Yes.
Why did you throw the patient in the garbage, sir?
I'm just so busy.
So, Frankie, we need to go to weather. Today is the first day of spring, and we had a frickin' blizzard and a snowstorm. What's going on, Frankie?
In Toronto's getting it too. And even Vancouver's getting a lot of Pineapple Express. They had an earthquake in Drake Passage in between Argentina and Antarctica. 6.9 magnitude.
Wow, that's bad. And I remember you told us at the beginning of winter, or even in the summer last year, you said we were going to have a really cold winter. So you nailed it, Frankie.
Yeah, the 6.9 magnitude earthquake in Drake Passage in between Antarctica and... So, hi, Monica. I'm doing great over in Argentina.
Monica. Welcome to Monica. And Frankie, you're at the Black Diamond karaoke bar, right?
Yeah, Black Diamond Bar and Grill. Just imagine Dr. Picker, I getting good news for you. Did you hear about this? Just imagine a guy turns the house in a nightclub. What does that mean? A guy comes home and say, there's a bouncer at the door.
There's music playing. The kid just goes home. His house is a nightclub. There's kids smoking cigarettes and drinking beer on the lawn. There's a bouncer, and the kid's like, what's going on, man? What does the bouncer say to the kid?
Do you have your ID?
ID? He's ID. I live here. And then
the police will show up will say.
And the father comes to the door, and they knock on the door, and they go, sir, are you the owner of this house?
Yes.
Sir, is this a residential or commercial area?
Residential.
Sir, do you have a license for this operation?
No.
You come with me. You're under arrest.
The guy wakes up the next morning and will say, son.
And the wife, the mother says to the son, your father cracked. He couldn't take the lockdown, coronavirus. He took our family credit card. He went to Reno Depot. He painted the house black, put up a disco ball and sound system. He turned our house into a nightclub and spent all our money. He's in jail. Son, your father and I are getting...
divorce.
Frankie MacDonald, ladies and gentlemen, you got to support Frankie MacDonald. Check out what he's doing. He's going to be doing a world tour anytime soon. We have Caxer 0 saying, Frankie,
Then it gets the tropical cyclone aiming it towards Darwin, Australia on Sunday. It's going to bring so much rain. In south of Darwin, Australia, it's going to get most of the rain. It's going to do a lot of destruction in Townsville, Australia, and Cairns, Australia, and northeastern Queensland, Australia.
Oh, I have some weather news for you, Frankie, as Sky has been filming all the breaking ice and freezing ice in our area, and we get flooding a lot now. We had a hovercraft in our area today. I could hear it. I'm like 4 blocks from the water. I'm at the top of a hill. I could hear the hovercraft breaking the ice. I think it's called an icebreaker. So they're breaking the ice in our town of St. Anne's today.
And they Drake Passes had an earthquake in between Antarctica and Argentina.
But more importantly, social media comes before intelligent stuff, and Caxer is saying, Frankie, why have you been rubbing your belly today lately?
I'm doing great so far.
Frankie, people want to know, are you real or are you AI?
I am not AI.
Thank you, Frankie. And you know that when we're doing it, we're just having a little bit of fun, right? We're just joking around.
And I'm showing you Townsend Street in Sydney.
Okay, so Frankie likes it when we put on some music. And this is Townsend Street in Sydney, Nova Scotia. And you can see the cars driving by. And Frankie's at the nightclub where they do karaoke on Saturdays. And I just learned that the Black Diamond is a bar and grill. Do they have food there, Frankie?
They have food there. I had their burgers. It was great.
Amazing. So they have burgers. Do they have onion rings? What kind of other things if we order?
They have fries and things like this. Idiotic foods and things like this.
And we have, what was her name again? It's Noah. Noah does the karaoke.
Rona.
Close. Rona. And that's tomorrow night, right?
That means... did you hear what there's lots of cars driving down the street tonight?
There's monster trucks. The kids going down the street and the police arrest them. The hooligans.
The guy driving a monster truck down the street.
Why is he driving a monster truck down the street?
He doesn't know any better.
Any better, yeah. We have Seeking God says from 1976, which means he's 49 years old, saying, how many pops did you drink today, Frankie?
2.
2 pops, so that's good. That's the legal limit in Canada. I'll call in next week for sure, says Pat. Pat, are you going to be on the show? Frankie is in the waiting room. Frankie's the man. Frankie, can you give us a weather report for North America?
In North America, it's going to rain cold in eastern North America. Chinook winds in Calgary. More rain in Vancouver, British Columbia. Then I got cold and low Hawaii. Lots of storms coming off the coast of Japan. And Europe is getting cold and warm and cold, fighting each other in Europe. And they're getting a lot of... They got a cyclone heading for northern Australia.
Thank you, Frankie. And what's going over on in Europe, in Great Britain and France and Germany and all that?
Lots of showers and rain and warm temperatures and cold temperatures fighting each other.
Going down the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches.
Lots of rain going on in different countries around the world.
Yo, Frankie says the one. So, Frankie, I'm having fun tonight. Are you?
Yes, I'm having fun tonight.
So, Frankie McDonald, let me go get some of your stuff because I think everyone should support Frankie. Frankie, can you tell us about your very first YouTube video?
My very first YouTube video is the scenery in 2007. My very first viral video, severe earthquake warning for California, September 2010.
Okay. And I have here in my hand a book. And this book is called Be Prepared. Where's the camera? Be Prepared. Life Guide to Weather and Everything. That's right. Can you tell us about your book, Frankie?
And Sal Solid wrote my book, Be Prepared, Frank Don't Guide to Life, Weather, and Everything. Here's an autobiography about Frankie McDonald in the weather facts, things like this.
And can you tell us about your first versions of the bobblehead with the blue T-shirt?
It's a great one.
Okay, we got that. And can you tell us about the talking? I got to change the battery in mine, but your talking bobblehead. Remember the talking one? Can you tell us about that?
It's talking Frank Don't bobblehead.
What about your action figure and Ben Campbell?
Yes, it's a great one, Frank Don't action figure.
This action figure was handcrafted. He made 5,000 in the first version. He had to hand paint the tooth gap on every character. Isn't that right?
Every Frank Don't action figure. Ben Campbell had to do this.
Yeah. And this is the first batch, the first version, and I made a video on my YouTube. If you go to most people don't know this, but if you go into a YouTube channel, there's a search engine at the top, which is YouTube, and on the person's channel page, there's another search engine just about 2 inches down. Yeah, baby. And it's the search engine for the person's channel. So if you go to my channel and put Frankie McDonald action figure, bass guy show, you'll see a 5-minute video of this action figure over the whole east coast of Canada. So that's amazing. So people should support each other to help each other. Now your turn, Frankie. What can people do to support a bass guy show?
You have to click tip.
That's right. You can go to tip and you can help bass guy show, and the thing is all around you. But don't worry, Frankie, because music is free. It's a thing in the air that is free. Okay, I'm running out of room here. Frankie, you're still having fun so far?
Yes, I'm still having fun so far.
Don't tell me what to do. I didn't tell you what to do. That's a well-used the reason that's a well-used copy of the book is because the book was in a flood, because my whole studio got flooded and I lost $7,000 worth of gear and lifelong equipment for the show that you're watching for free. And I'm not telling you what to do, and if you don't like the show, you can piss off.
I just seen your forecast tonight, so Monday's looking pretty bad.
And in Quebec and Northern Australia is getting a deadly cyclone.
Oh my God.
How's it going, sir? My name's Jack in Montreal.
Yeah. Have a nice evening there.
You too, sir. Take off, to the Great White North. See, there's a thing on the TV and the internet called two knobs, and if you don't like it, you can turn it off or you can turn it on. The end. How do you handle trolls or haters or
negativity? All clowns, trolls, haters.
Yeah. I like to pee in a cup and throw it at them. So yeah, I'm just joking, Crumbs and Bass. I know you've been here a long time, and I've had other people say, don't tell me what to do. Van Goat, ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite people on the planet Earth. Can you say hi to Van is here.
Hi, Van Goat. I'm doing great so far.
Be prepared. Van wasn't prepared. I've been learning a lot about North Carolina. Oh, there was a broken arrow that fell on Northern Carolina when John F. Kennedy became president. There was a plane going over Northern Carolina. It was holding 2 active nuclear bombs, and the plane screwed up and dropped them. And one parachuted down, and the other one hit the ground and almost blew up and would have killed every single person in Northern Carolina. But it didn't, and now we have Van Gogh in the chat room. You can Google it if you don't believe me. The broken arrow. So glad to have Van Gogh, who is an old friend of the show. I'll show you how this works, Frankie, while you... Frankie, give us another weather report, and I'm going to get a video ready for... so there's Frankie showing us. And while Frankie shows you that, I'm going to show you who Van Gogh is. It is Dr. Nair Mumstead's birthday today.
Happy birthday.
I invited Van to this chat, but I think the link broke, so I just have to put Van into my thingy, and here's just
Larry,
a quick video
take
of
the
who
turkey
Van
out the
Gogh
oven.
is.
You are listening to the Bass Guy Radio Show.
There you go. Everybody gets a cup of coffee, free. There.
That's always a great idea. You know how much we love swimming pools.
That's right. I went to work with you once, didn't I? So there's Van Gogh in Bass Guy City, and in the old days, people used to call in, and it wasn't computer digital like this. It was on an actual runway, and I had a camera on a can of chickpeas with oil on the bottom and baby powder, and I would slide the camera into the city, and the moon in the background would lift up with the other hand, and then we would take the call live from Van Gogh, who you can see here.
Yeah, you ate all the snacks, and all the car snacks, I think is what you described it as.
Car snacks, yeah.
March 25th last year, Trevor, the host of Trevor's Happy Hour, died. Sad news, Frankie. And as you told me, Scott, who passed away, I went and ate at his restaurant when I was there. His son is taking over Pizza Zone, right? Scott Crowley's son, Brandon. So he's taking over, and I went and Matt, that's the first place I went to out of all the things you said go to Scott's Pizza Zone. So I went there and I sat on a chair there. There was like 2 or 3 chairs, and we sat there and had some stuff. You were working at the Mayflower Mall that day, Frankie. That means I was working at Mayflower Mall that day. You're at the Big Fiddle. That means I met you at the Boardwalk on Friday evening. I just had to type in the chat that I love Van, because I do. So Van Gogh has been watching the show, one of the longest time viewers, and I got to get more in the habit of like showing stuff on the internet and just like, scrolling it, and there's so much stuff here. We have over 2,000 videos. I think I have to put in Van Gogh. I just put in Van. There's my mom's van. So here's Van Gogh from North Carolina. Is it the station wagon from... And sorry, Van, to put you on the spot. I just like doing this stuff. Here's a better one. Actually, yeah, we should... And this is
from like 8 years ago. Van came and met me in person. He came from America to meet me.
It's me.
You live in North Carolina?
North Carolina, yeah. We just drove up. Dop, how are you, Dop? Should I not pop the mic?
Would you? That's my favorite. Oh yeah, listen to this part, Frankie. Like to play with my Frankie McDonald action figure.
Be prepared.
Okay.
We were prepared. We weren't really prepared when we crossed the border.
Hi. This is Space Guy.
Hi.
How's it going? Welcome.
Hi from Cape Breton.
Hello from Montreal. Hello from Montreal.
It's Space Guy Show. Space Guys got on Facebook in 2022.
Come say hello. Don't be shy. Say hello.
Space Guy left Facebook in 2022.
Hi.
Hello, my name's Jack, and I'm in Montreal.
Hi, Jack from Montreal. We're Nellie and Tracy from Cape Breton.
We're
huge fans of Frankie McDonald.
Oh, Frankie is the best.
Space Guy, you left social media in 2022.
Yeah, I left social media. So how many years is that, Frankie? 4 years?
4 years ago, you left social media.
So if you want to buy my new book, How to Do Everything Wrong by Bass Guy.
The guy running the podcast left social media 4 years ago.
Get chased by street dogs, have women slap you in the face, all this and more of my new novel, How to Do Everything Wrong by Bass Guy. That's right, I left social media 4 years ago, and it's like quitting cigarettes. It's a life changer. It's wow. If I'm a newborn baby, Frankie.
That means that social media is a bunch of clowns on social media these days. In the last decade, it wasn't much clowns and trolls on social media before COVID-19 pandemic.
Hello to Van Gogh on chat board. I'm just joking, Van. I'm joking. That's right,
Before
Frankie.
the pandemic, social media didn't have much clowns, trolls, haters then.
And talking about clowns and trolls and haters, like I kind of speak, I'm authentic and I don't care about approval or validation, or I don't give a shit. And I tell the truth. So I'm shadow banned by YouTube. I don't get any help at all. And on top of that, and because I'm in Quebec, they give priority to non-English YouTubers, Bill 101 and all that. It's real. So there's so many obstacles. It's a frickin' joke. And I bring it on, give it to me. I can take it. Whatever, plagued. Who's beside you, Frankie?
My fans.
The bubonic plague, everybody dying, COVID, separation, fascism, stupid rules by out-of-touch billionaires. Bring it on, man. Locals that look at you sideways, just bring it on.
Darwin, Australia's getting a powerful cyclone.
Oh, we're getting a storm.
Hello from Montreal. Yeah, man. Are you guys going to go chew bubble gum and listen to Led Zeppelin tonight? Oh, I'm so out of touch,
Darwin,
Frankie.
Australia is getting a bad cyclone. I warned him already. Some meteorologists all the way from Northern Australia saw my video.
Everybody knows you, Frankie. Everyone knows you.
Someone all the way in Northern Australia saw my video.
Hey, Frankie, there's some guy on the chat board. He's giving me a hard time. His name's Frank McDonald. I mean, who is this guy?
My dad, Frank McDonald.
I'm just joking. Hey, Frank, let's hear it for Frank McDonald. If you want to follow Frank McDonald, he makes music on SoundCloud under the username Mystic Mist on SoundCloud. Frank McDonald. He's a rock and roll star, baby.
Yeah. He makes a lot of music in these days.
Drink some hot dog water. See, we were joking with Billy D. We always joked about hot dog water. Van Gogh knows about this. And now there's a famous YouTuber who's making fun of JD Vance, and he's into couches and hot dog water and say please and thank you. And it's just funny to see someone on YouTube make jokes about hot dog water because Billy D invented that in the black and white days. Hello, sir. How's it going?
I'm doing great, Tobin.
Who's with you right now,
That's
Frankie?
my dad's on Bass Guy's show.
Frank McDonald says that a legend in my oh no, you are a legend, Frank McDonald, and Frankie McDonald is your son, so you're up there on Mount Olympus, man. That's gold. The world needs more people like Frankie McDonald. There's a reason people love you, Frankie.
And Monica was on Bass Guy's show too.
Yeah, Monica was here, and remember when she was working for Bell, and she went to the old man's house, and she knocked on the door, and the old man says, "Get out of here, I'm trying to watch The Price is Right," and the dog was barking.
They got to run out the door.
That's one of my favorite stories, Frankie. Frankie, where are we? We're March 20th. It's the first day of spring.
First day of vertical equinox, sun reaches equator.
What kind of spring and summer are we going to have in North America
El Nino's
this year?
developing off the coast of Ecuador.
I'm still here. So could you say hi to Seeking God Every Day?
Hi, Seeking God Every Day. That's Monica.
How can I connect my keyboard directly to an audio interface? So okay, so you mean your keyboard. Well, you would need MIDI for that. In the back of your keyboard, there should be a MIDI cable. And on a MIDI cable, you probably know, but there's 16 pins. I think it's 16. So the wire's a bit more expensive. And you hook that from your keyboard. And then you need an interface. So you can't just go like into the back of your computer. You need a little Scarlett or a mixing desk. Sometimes you get good mixing desks. You need a Scarlett interface.
People can buy Frank the Bobbleheads right on National Bobblehead Hall of Fame website.
The best bet is just to go on YouTube and ask the same question on YouTube. And I'm serious. I'm not being condescending. People always jump out like, "Oh, I need this. I'm going to go buy this," and you go buy it. Sit down on YouTube and watch for a week, 4 hours a day for a week. Watch every single video you can, and then decide what you need to buy. Before, you couldn't do that. So, Frankie, what's your favorite bass player in the world?
I like the bass guy showing things like this.
Who's your favorite Frank McDonald father in the world?
Frank McDonald is my father. That's my father.
Who's your favorite Montreal YouTuber with a drone?
Patrick Macca.
Who's your favorite guy in North Carolina?
Tango.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching A Bass Guy Show. We have live on the chat board Frankie McDonald from Sydney. Sorry, I get a dry mouth. That's why I'm always sipping. I got cranberry juice, soda water. I get a dry mouth from my spinal damage medication. We're listening to Frankie McDonald. I'm live in Montreal, and we have Sky. We got a lot of YouTubers here, actually. That's normal people don't watch my show, just creators usually. Sounds like I need the MIDI cable. Yeah, but the MIDI cable has to hook into something, and that something costs a lot of money. And then that something that costs a lot of money has to plug into another thing. And welcome to the world. Well, I know you know, Mr. McDonald, but music is so stupid, Frankie, because it costs $1 trillion for the equipment, and then you play online or at a show, and they give you a sandwich and $10. It's great fun.
He's playing the piano.
Your father is asking me about how to hook his piano to the computer. He needs a MIDI cable, and he
needs that kind of cable.
But not just the cable. He needs a sound card interface, like a Scarlett.
Yes, that means he may have to go to Lon McQuaid.
Write down Scarlett and audio I think it's called an audio interface, and it's called a Scarlett. I use my sound desk because it does the same thing. But get a Scarlett, but get one with MIDI. And MIDI is a whole nother bag. But the best way, actually, sorry, I'm wrong. If you want to hook up your keyboard to the computer, you can just hook it into a mixing desk. I mean, come on, who are these guys? Dr. Nair Mumstead used to always say, come on, who are these guys? So he's in bed right now. He goes to bed at 7. He's a very holy man. Frankie has a Scarlett. We had a cat called Scarlett on the show. Remember Scarlett, Frankie, the cat?
Yes.
He was on the show for 10 years. He came over and he would sleep on my face, and he basically intruded into my life, and I'm such an empath, he ended up running my life. He split up a bank account, so we had a joint bank account, and he wouldn't let me go out on the weekends. But he was a really good cat, and we got along very well. Scarlett the cat. If you go on to, so here's another thing you could do that people don't know, that if you want to do, you can go to someone's website, and when you go to someone's website here, at the very top, there's a search engine for YouTube. But if you look down where my mouse is, there's another search engine, and you could type in in my own search engine Scarlet, and then you'll get a video of Scarlet. And that's how I get my sound, because I had a cat. Scarlet would sit on my amplifier, and that's how I got my sound. You can see Scarlet here.
Scarlet interfaces, it's another kind of thing.
Yeah, it's expensive though. The cheaper one is like $300, and the more expensive one's $1 million. And here's a tribute video, and Scarlet has been gone for 3 years now. You can see Scarlet there.
USB audio interfaces is Scarlet at Lomquaid.
So see how fast Scarlet lived with me. We were glued. He wasn't my cat. I never fed him. He came to my house all the time, like literally lived here. The owner of the cat across the street called it our cat as an in-joke. But he just loved me. It was like, I don't know, part of me thought it was like a reincarnation, and it was someone that knew me that was coming to hang out with me.
They got a powerful cycle aiming towards Darwin, Australia on Sunday.
And right now, are they having their winter over there in Australia, Frankie?
There falls right now.
And that's right. Sky of the Universe, sorry for going for subject to subject, but it's the internet. Sky of the Universe found Scarlet on his own without anything to do with me. Pat navigated to St. Anne's just when Pat was starting to meet me.
Over in province to Quebec, it's going to snow in Montreal on Sunday again. It's going to miss Monica.
And he found Scarlet. So, Frankie, what's the weather going to be like this summer in Nova Scotia?
It's going to be extremely hot summer with lots of rain and things like this due to El Nino development off the coast of Ecuador.
Can you tell us about any space weather?
There's an asteroid 1997 NC1 headed towards here in late June.
Can you tell us about any eclipses?
Eclipse in August 2027 in Egypt.
If you were going to travel from Sydney, Nova Scotia to New York City, how would you get there?
I-95 takes you to New York City.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. We have Catherine here. Hey, Kat, how's it going? I was looking at I was looking at Scarlet, and I thought, I wonder if Catherine will see this, and then it just instantly happened. So, Scarlet came to stay with me too. I recognized the shot from him on the bench so much, and I was just saying it's amazing. Like I could never do that before. I can only do it because we have a computer now that's worth like $10 million. And I can call up things instantly. I could never do that before. And it's still difficult to do because you have to think while talking. But there's that shot that you're talking about there. And Scarlet, yeah, it was kind of like we were his humans, and it was his street and his corner. And like even if you were a Rottweiler dog, like with foam, like a big huge dog, Scarlet would go right up to the dog and just be like, "Hey man, what's your problem?" Like Scarlet wasn't afraid of anything or anybody, so. It's important to have animal friends. Frankie, do you have any animal friends?
And two Pomeranian dogs. Alert, and when a courier guys and all the mail and things like this, the dog barks.
I remember I've seen them before. So when the courier comes, they go woof, 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 and run to the door?
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing, Frankie. And I know that I remember when I was with you, you're like me.
That means the dog lets the owner know to go woof, woof, woof.
I noticed that when you were on the boardwalk, you like to look at the birds, as I do. What kind of birds do you have in your area? What kind of animals and birds do you have in your area?
They got pigeons, crows, and seagulls, things like this.
And you took some photographs of a fox a few years ago, right?
I zoomed it far away.
We have breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. The bear is awake at the Eco Museum this week, I think on Monday.
Yeah.
So when the bear wakes up, that means it's spring. And also when Mr. Skunk or Mrs. Skunk comes out. Skunks are beautiful little animals. I love them.
That means the wasps will be out again.
The wasps. I'm always afraid of wasps and bees, but again, we need them, and they don't do anything unless you step on them.
The wasp has a stinger in the back.
Bzz. Hey, Frankie, I don't want to alert you, but you got a wasp on your left shoulder.
I don't see any wasps on my left shoulder at all.
Oh, not again. Frankie, I think you have the CN Tower on your right foot.
What's that? What is it?
You have the CN Tower on your foot.
I don't see any CN Towers on foot.
These are some of Frankie and I's professional comedy jokes. Do you have a weather report for the province of Quebec, Frankie? Says Seeking for
It's going
God.
to be more snow in Montreal on Sunday, and where Monica in Bonaventure, Quebec, it's not going to be snow where Monica is.
Thank you, Frankie. And Van Gogh in North Carolina says, "Is Mr. Nuts still around?" Of course, Mr. Nuts is still. He's staring at me right now through the window, Van. He's like looking at me, intimidating me. Catherine knows all about Mr. Nuts.
I think there's lots of snow on the West Coast too.
You want to tell the people outside to keep it down, Frankie? I'm trying to run a frickin' show here, man. I'm trying to walk here. It's not funny. You have more fans outside, Frankie? Is it karaoke tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow night karaoke.
So tonight you can go in there and you can order like onion rings and a Coke?
It's just other things.
I like last week or two ago, someone bought you a Coke and a bag of chips. That was really cool.
It's great.
Nice people.
Yeah.
It says we have 2 minutes left, Frankie. Are you having fun tonight? Did you have fun tonight?
Yes, I have fun tonight. How many minutes to go?
We have 2 minutes, and Rick James is saying, Frankie, can we see your fingers to prove you're not AI?
Best of luck to you. I'm Frank now. You're listening to Bass Guy Show.
Okay, he's not AI. We did that before. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we see your fingers before you go, Frankie? Are you AI?
I'm not AI at all. Best of luck to you. I'm Frank now. You're listening to Bass Guy Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie MacDonald live in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Thank you, Frankie. And we'll be right back. You're watching A Bass Guy Show. Everything you're seeing tonight is being produced live in one take. All the graphics, all the sound effects, all the fading, all the foot pedals, all the calls, all the jokes and comedy and everything done live in one take. And we're going to get into some music now because we haven't done any yet. So let's do some music. I want to know on the chat board, what do you have in your pockets? And if you're not wearing pants, what is the closest thing next to you on the table? So I'm going to play some music now. This is the part where everybody leaves.
You owe the companies nothing. Less than nothing. You especially don't owe them any courtesy. They owe you. They have rearranged the world to put themselves in front of you. They never asked for your permission. Don't even start asking for theirs. You owe the companies nothing. Less than nothing. You especially don't owe them any courtesy. They owe you. They have rearranged the world to put themselves in front of you. They never asked for your permission. Don't even start asking for theirs. You owe the companies nothing. Less than nothing. You especially don't owe them any courtesy. They owe you. They have rearranged the world to put themselves in front of you. They never asked for your permission. Don't even start asking for theirs. There's nothing more dangerous than someone who wants to make the world a better place. There's
even after all the murdering, y'all, even after all the suffering, y'all, you know I love you so and so. love you so and so. And even after all, and all that you go on by, sir, is the order of the day. And all that you know, sir, is the order in society. You know I love you so and so. You know I love you so and so. And even after all, you know I love you so and so. You know I love you so and so. And even after all, and you survive, soldier, 'cause your soul is beautiful. And your soul is good. love you so and so. And you know I love you so and so. This is my manner, y'all, man to feel satisfied. Superstar. It's got to be beneficial, I don't look for no superficial. Those eyes are gorgeous, girl, I must advance. Got these sonic fruits singing and rising, Hyperblade. It's got to be superficial, don't look for no superficial. I must say it again, those eyes are gorgeous, girl, I must advance. You know I love you so and so. And even after all the suffering, and even after all the murdering, and all that you know, sir, is the order in society. And all that you know, sir, is the denial of reality. You know I love you so and so. And you know I love you, Van Gogh. And even after all the couche-tard snacks, traveling in Van Gogh's cart in North Carolina. And you survive, soldier, 'cause your soul is your soul is good. we get when the sun and the rain make the flowers wet. A hedgehog winked at me today. God's just saying this is a way. Kittens in a tiny love. Always forget the lyrics. I wrote the song and I don't know the lyrics. This is a song about positive, toxic positivity. forget when the sun and the rain make the flowers wet. A bluebird winked at me today. God's just saying this is the way. A baby hedgehog tucked in a ball. Love as her blanket, cozy and small. Puppies rolling down the meadow greens. Kittens purring like tiny love machines. And the crowns, the golden sunshine on us. Growing all things tall and just. And the fruits of the tall fruit trees. Gravity's falling mysteries. Everyone, liquid colors of fountain mist. Moonbeam, rainbow, dolphin kiss. Liquid colors, fountain mist. Moonbeam, rainbow, fountain kiss. Liquid colors, fountain mist. Moonbeam, rainbow, dolphin kiss. Liquid colors, fountain mist. Moonbeam, rainbow, dolphin kiss. Colors of fountain mist. Moonbeam, rainbow, dolphin kiss. Liquid colors of fountain mist. Moonbeam, rainbow, dolphin kiss. Liquid colors of fountain mist. Moonbeam, rainbow, dolphin kiss. Liquid colors, fountain mist, moonbeam, rainbow, dolphin kiss. Fuck. Liquid colors of fountain mist, moonbeam, rainbow, dolphin kiss. Liquid colors of fountain mist, moonbeam, rainbow, dolphin kiss. Colors of fountain mist, moonbeam, rainbow.
You owe the companies nothing. Less than nothing. You especially don't owe them any courtesy. They owe you. They have rearranged the world to put themselves in front of you. They never asked for your permission. Don't even start asking for theirs. There's nothing more dangerous than someone who wants to make the world a better place. There's nothing more dangerous than someone who wants to make the world a better place.
Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. A lot of people never use their initiative because no one told them to. A lot of people never use their initiative because no one told them to. A lot of people never use their initiative because no one told them to.
Hello live viewers, hello to the viewers in the future and hello to all the people in the past. Now you can join a Bass Guy Show Patreon for free. Free. There is nothing to lose and there are hundreds of videos not seen anywhere else, with less censoring, no advertising, behind the scenes footage, new videos every week, and more free and funky content. Join free now on patreon.com/bassguyshow. The link is near you right now. Perhaps I am a robot voice, but I do dream of electric sheep. Thank you for your time. Press #penguin to connect to customer services. Hello live viewers, hello to the viewers in the future and hello to all the people in the past. Now you can join a Bass Guy Show Patreon for free.
So that's my impression of playing the piano. Sorry to leave you for so long. I go into music land. The whole first hour of the show, I was heaver and pish talking crap, and then we had Frankie and McDonald, and now I'm just jamming and having some fun. So thank you for watching a Bass Guy show. If I didn't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. Let me gather my thoughts and how we're going to end the show. And I promised I was going to talk about the train story from 1966, which is eerie and creepy. And people don't want to talk about the bad stuff. They just want the bad stuff to go away. The enablers want all the icky bad stuff. We joked about that with the Shaka block. That just get the Shaka block and it'll make all the bad stuff go away. We need the bad stuff. Yin and yang. It's not yin and yang. So I'm going to talk about the train derailment and the derailment horror story from 1966 that you can even Google, I think, nowadays. First, we're going to look at a video by Sky of the Universe. I made the music for it, and Pat, Sky of the Universe, made the drone video.
Waves of the internet. Has anyone got any Friday snacks on them? Perhaps a trip to the 7-Eleven corner store for some cheesy puffs. People on the chat board, please tell us what part of the world you are in, what is currently to the left of you, what kind of environment are you in, and what is the most cozy safe place you enjoy. This robot message was brought to you by the number 17 and the word umbrella. Okay, Larry, cut. A big hello to all the people out there surfing the adventurous waves of the internet.
Nothing in the world is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Nothing in the world is more common than unsuccessful people with talent.
in Dorion. Just a few miles away from here, a train came off the tracks at a civilian station. So the line that we have that comes through here, through the West Island to Montreal, we share the commuter trains, the XO, share it with these trains, the freight trains, CP, KC, and CN, and whatnot. I saw it at BC Rail the other day. And I've been studying the train tracks for a long time. Well, Pat and other people, that's what they do. Their whole lives, they train spot. And I got into it through them and did photography. And I started watching the trains, and I see that I don't really have the energy to tell this story, so I'm just going to tell the quick version. Let me know if anyone's listening on the chat. The trains go incredibly fast. This train, I don't think, was going that fast, and it was apparently empty, and there was logs on the ground from the ice storm. So that's just speculation, and you should never assume, because you make an ass out of you and me. SASSUME, old Benny Hill joke. And the window gimmick on our show is from Benny Hill's show as well. Good old Benny Hill. So the track at Dorion must have been something wrong with it, but the speed of the trains, I know, puts wear and tear on the tracks. Look at the size of those things, eh? And the fact that there's any towns anywhere is because of where the railway is. Where the rail goes, the towns go. And the train fell off the tracks. It was a CP Kentucky train. They've merged together, Canada and Kentucky. And it fell off the tracks, and there was apparently a chemical, some chemical cars and oil cars, and they fell off the tracks and nothing happened. Imagine if it was going fast and there was people there. I film there all the time and watch the behavior, and I warned someone, even an official, saying that these trains are going probably over 90, which is the speed limit over the bridge. I checked it out for trains, and they're racing around the corner. So I've been filming it and documenting it. And it's a matter of time. And then if you watch documentaries on YouTube on America, there's derailments every day, and they actually have cleanup teams, and they have like emergency things in place, so that say a train falls off the tracks and there's a chemical spill and it goes into the lake and it's going to kill all the people. A crew comes immediately and gets the train off the tracks and fixes the tracks first, so that more trains can go on and we can continue with our mindless, endless overconsumption of it's never enough. You know, maybe if we all lived in a little tiny bedroom apartment with no appliances and slept on the floor and almost used nothing and walked instead of using a car, maybe we wouldn't have so much shit going back and forth all the time. So the cleanup crews are in place, the disaster crews. There's documentaries on it. You can watch it out. There's famous stories in the States with polluting water and stuff. And trains fall off the tracks every day. And people can get killed or hurt. And people always gaslight. Oh, you know, things happen. Accidents happen. Oh, that's just the way it is. Oh, it's much safer than blah. There's always a gaslighting excuse. So my point is that the priority is to get the broken train fixed and the tracks repaired before anything else. Profit over people. So in the exact same spot as the accident that happened this week, I wasn't able to go to the store this week. I usually go 2 or 3 times a week by train because there's no food store in our town, because that's just great. Force people to own a car. So a lot of politicians and people in our town are going green this and green that and electric this, and we're all green, and go to the market and buy bananas, and we're all green and save the whales. But because there's no food store, you're kind of forcing people, not they or a single person, but I just mean in general. Oh, well, there's food deserts and blah, blah, blah. Everyone's always passing the buck. You're forcing society. I'm trying to be economic with my words here so I don't rant too much. And I came up with my own phrase that society is forcing people to own a car to participate in society. That is my grievance. Ugh. My mouth is all pasty from Lyrica. That's what I take. Grievances. Society is forcing people to own a car to participate in society. So if you take the bus or walk or take the train, you get punished and you have to labor around and walk around and carry a bag of potatoes on your back. And then the train stopped, so that sucked. First world problems, no food store, you have to take the train, blah, 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 or order food. So in the exact same spot that happened, in 1966, you can Google this, it's on Wikipedia, there was one of Canada's worst train accidents ever. And I'm not saying this for sensationalism or whatever, but it's true, and my mum was involved in it, and she was there. My mum was, I think, in MacDonald High School, as I was. I think the Beatles were around and John F. Kennedy. We told a story today about John F. Kennedy and a broken arrow plane that dropped 2 nuclear weapons over North Carolina, a true story. So it's 1966, and there's a dance in Hudson. And my mum is going to the dance with her friends, and there was a school bus taking all the kids. When I say kids, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. And the bus driver apparently was a 20-year-old guy, I think. And they got to the train tracks. They took all the kids to the dance. And my mum was in St. Anne's, and I think it was St. Anne's. She was on the bus. The bus is just like running, and they're waiting to pick up kids. And my mom's sitting on the bus, and they're all talking and chewing bubblegum and talking about Ringo Starr or whatever. And like, you can remember high school, there's kids sitting on the bus, and some of my mom's friends walked by. My mom was sitting on the bus for 5 minutes, stationary, and some of my mom's friends walked by and said, hey, Jan, that's my mom's name, Jan, said, hey, Janet, come off the bus, come with us. I forget what the story was. They were going to, come with us, we're going to go with Brent. Brent's got a Camaro or whatever. What kind of cars did they have back in the 60s, Van? A Volkswagen. Brent's got a Volkswagen. We're going to go listen to the Beatles. And my mom didn't drink or do drugs or anything. So her friends walked by and said, my mom's waiting on the bus full of kids. And they say, get off the bus and come with us. So my mom goes, okay. And she jumps off the bus and goes away with her friends. She should be on the bus, but she's being naughty and going to get a lift with Brent or whatever. I'm just making that bit up. So the bus then leaves a few minutes later and goes just, 2 miles away over the bridge where the train this week crashed. So it's spooked. And they get to the crossroads where the train is. And back in those days, it was not. Today's mental, by the way. I think you're all fucking mental, by the way. When I say you, I mean 95%. Even when I go outside at 4 a.m, boom, 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 there's just cars nonstop. Trains and cars, like a wall of overconsumption. If you eat too much chocolate milk, drink too much chocolate milk, you're going to die of chocolate milk. It's not about drugs and alcohol and oil and war and everything. If all you do is drive and watch Netflix over and over and over and over and over again and scroll, it's not good. There's just cars everywhere. But back in those days, the roads were empty. There was even less physical streets. It was like Back to the Future. It was the baby boom after World War II, and everything's, lucky Nepo babies, whatever. Everyone had a great life, and they all grew up and bought a house and had a family, the opposite of today. So my mom gets off the bus leaves, and this is all within 15 minutes. The bus gets to the crossroads, to the train tracks, and a train goes by, so the ding, 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 the barriers go down, and the train goes by, and then the barriers go up. Ding, 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 ding. The guy starts the bus kind of moves forward a bit and stalls on the fucking train tracks. It stalls. A freight train, the bus had, I think, 45 kids on. A freight train came full speed and smashed right into it. And I think 18 or 19 people died instantly, including the bus driver. And my mom was supposed to be, she was on that bus, but she got off. And then my grandparents, Yves and Jesse, who just lived down the street, like literally down the street from me on the corner of Legault and Saint-Étienne, in the barn-shaped house that monks built a long time. What do I know? I don't know anything about St. Anne's. They went to the general hospital and called all the hospitals and police, and they were looking for my mom. And my mom was oblivious to what happened, and she said I think they got to the dance and there was no one there, and I thought it was strange. So that actually happened, and my mom survived, and now I'm here. Another story with these weird connections that we all have is back in 1930s, my grandfather lived here on this street, and when he was 16 or 17, I think he lied his age to get into the army, and he joined the Vendée, and he went over to fight Hitler. He was sent over to the Battle of Monte Cassino in Italy, and there's a 4-hour documentary on YouTube that you can watch for free, because everything's free. You don't have to pay the people who make things and do things and tell things and engineer and design and graphics and sounds, and you don't just watch. It's all free, like music. It's free. Don't worry about paying us. We get paid in handshakes and smiles. My grandfather went over to fight Mussolini, and the Battle of Monte Cassino was one of the worst battles, the least talked about battles, but it was a blunder. The Allies fucked up and they made a big mistake. And they thought the Germans were hiding in a monastery at the top of there's these mountains that are blocking their way to Rome. And this is 1944. And they said, let's blow up this famous monastery because the Germans are there. And they blew it up. There was no one there. But after they blew it up, it was kind of like better shelter. And then the Germans went up there, and apparently it was like Hamburger Hill. And it was hell on earth. And my grandfather was with I think you call it a battalion of like 20 people. And they all went missing in action and died, except my grandfather and I think the sergeant. That's what I was told anyway. And for about 3 weeks, they sent a letter home here to St. Anne de Bellevue saying, your son, base guy's grandfather, is missing in action, which just is the worst news you can imagine. And 3 weeks went by, a month, and he survived. Him and his sergeant survived behind enemy lines. And I remember my grandfather always had nightmares and he was screaming. He would hang out. He helped build the Legion, I think, down in St. Anne's. He helped build it. They'd drink at koozies, and all the soldiers would drink and love each other and fight and all that stuff. And I remember my grandfather told his kids, never go to war, never fight. He said, they're all fucking assholes, all these politicians. You put people in power and they have responsibility, and they smile and hold babies and lie to you. Don't do it. Just don't do it. So he should have been deed as well, and same as my mom, and I'm here. And my brother Thomas, who passed away 2 years ago in 5 days from now, March the 25th, when we were little kids, something happened. It was just an accident. There was a top of the stairs. Thomas was like 7 months old in a rocker, and the top of the stairs was locked. There was like an adult lock that you couldn't unlock. And some way, my brother was way too athletic, even though he was very we all were. We all used to do flips and stuff. And he rocked, and he broke through broke the fence. Like we didn't we didn't make the lock. It was a Fisher Price kind of like, and he flew through, and he fell down the stairs and burst his brain open and almost was like dead, and was rushed to the hospital, and he survived. So, and then people say, oh, don't tell me these stories. These are bad stories. Ooh, they're eerie and icky. No, they actually happened. So today's show is dedicated to I don't think there's anybody here. There's no one talking. There's no one saying anything. So I'm going to go now. So there's some stories from my family. Those are the bits you remember in your life because they're traumatic or whatever. But we live in the old days when my grandfather was in World War II, they called it shell shock. George Carlin said that, shell shock, because you got shocked by the shells that hit you. Now it's like PTSD, CQ5, trauma, PTSD, something. I'm triggered by this. In the old days, you got blown up by a fucking bomb, and you were, you had shell shock. Like, call it what it is. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I said it. And I'd like to play the next song for all of those people who passed before we did. Is there anybody out there? Love you, Van. I wish I had a tiny island floating in the sea. Palm trees don't get in the way. It's a tropical Eve. Everywhere that I keep my silence, no sound returns to me. Just endless waves at the end of our days, and the sighing of the sea. But yesterday's gone. Don't know where I come from. The very last time that you saw me off, I thought that you understood. Might be gone for a very long time. I might be gone for good. And all that time, oh, all that time, I thought that you could never fall. Did not dawn across my mind the time that you lost it all. But yesterday's gone. Don't know where I come from. I'm wondering where I'm going to. Computers, man. And sometimes I feel like a tiny island floating in the sea. Palm trees don't get in the way. It's a tropical ease. And everywhere that I keep my silence, the sound returns to me. Just endless waves at the end of our days, sighing of the sea. But yesterday's gone. Don't know where I come from. Glasgow, Scotland, Perth, Montreal, St. Anne de Belleville. Poland. So here's the first set of photos. There's this one. And there's this one. And that's where we are right now. And you can see the leading tree on the right. This is Perot Street, aka Easy Street. And you can see the leaning tree there, right behind. This is 1977. It was about the first week I arrived from Scotland as a 3 or 4 year old. First time in Canada. Actually, I ended up living here as well. So this is 1977. I think my mom's family, the Legault family, were lined up on the side of the street and they were watching. So there's the first photo. 1977. And now it's 2024. And here's the next photo. This is 1990, I think. 1990 in this photograph. And this is now 2024. So this is the next photo. This is the brass extension behind it. And this is it today in 2024. I had my first beer ever there. Circus did one of its first gigs ever there, our band. And they used to have an upstairs bar. Oh, there's a link down below to the video that was shot here. The Ministry of Truth, I was breakdancing in it at minute 4:20. Somewhere near that mark. So we did a breakdance video here in the mid-80s, 83 I think. So this is the brass. And it burnt down. And that's it today, 2024. Okay, for the next photo, we're at Lac St. Louis. The market is in St. Anne de Bellevue, looking out towards Ile Perrot. And I think this is 2013, somewhere around there. So if it's blurry, you can see the original. And it's from about here. So this photo is a little bit different now. This is, you can see Marco's restaurant. It's taken from the inside of Twig's Cafe. And this is about 2012. And we look here and it's gone. There's a fire here. There's a link underneath in the description to the video of that, the fire. And now it is a green space. that's me when I was about 5, so that's about 1980, 81. And it's at the old fire station in St. Anne de Bellevue. And here's the old fire station in St. Anne's. And I believe the person on the very right of the photo is Roche Saint-Denis. And Roche Saint-Denis was a taxi driver. And that was taken inside there. This one's from 1990. I was walking with a friend after high school, around 1990, and we saw these travelers, and they said it was cool, and I took their photo. It was on a 35mm Pentax, I think, and this is 2024 in St. Anne de Bellevue. And then they made their way down the other way, so that would be down this way, right? And then they passed us and went on with their travels as we went on with ours. This is 1990. And this is 2024. '90. 2024. So this one's a little bit different because this is a brand new bridge in the same spot. They rebuilt the bridge when I was away in Scotland, so 1995 and 2005, some point then, I don't know when. And they rebuilt the bridge, and now it's like this curly thing to get up, to walk up. And they put that there as a monument or an ode to the big huge thing that was in the middle, the support column. So I'm not quite as out. I think I'd be more to the left. You can see the old police cars, and you can see the old St. Anne de Bellevue chimney-shaped tower thing that used to stick out the town hall. And this is 1990-ish, and now here we are in 2024. And now we're on the Gallipote Bridge. And this is a photograph from, I think, 1989. 1989. And now we're in the year 2024. Time warp. Different bridge, same place. 2024. It's February the 8th. And this is 1989. This is 1989, I think, maybe even 88. We're on the Gallipote Bridge in St. Anne de Bellevue in the West Island of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, third stone from the sun, Earth. And this is 2024 in the same spot. This is around 1990, 91 on the Gallipote Bridge. It's actually, they took down the old bridge and put up a newer bridge. And here we are at the railing, different railing, but it looks the same. And now it's 2024. 2024, and check this out. me in 1990. Now this is 2024. I'm doing a little project where I'm taking old photographs and then going to the actual locations to tell little stories. I was in high school in the band Circus. Samantha Bellevue. This one I'm not too sure about. This is the church in St. Anne de Bellevue. Used to be an older church here, and my grandfather is one of few people buried in a tomb underneath this church. One of the original Legault family. And I think this is, I don't know, 1998 or something like that, or 2000, I'm not sure. Because there was a big tree. Now that big tree is gone. Oh yeah, this is, I don't know, 1999. This is 2024. Last stop, I took this photo in about 2012 before they rebuilt the pier, 2012, and this is 2024. We have a new jetty or pier, and all these photos I took, well, most of them I took myself, so hope you enjoyed. Okay, Larry. So I hope you enjoyed that. Can never have enough reverb. Larry! So I hope you enjoyed that. That video just came on at random. Like I said, I wake up every day at 4 or 5 a.m. and I've been so busy. I've been spring cleaning and over the last 2 years ordering mattresses and sewing fabric and doing the studio and cleaning and just non-stop, and sometimes I just get anyway. Well, that video was playing at random, but at random is the best way when you improvise and you just work hard all the time so that you're ready for anything. I just had a flashback, like the video just came on by itself. I had a flashback of when I used to gig when I was in my 20s and 30s. Especially my 20s, I gigged a lot. And sometimes you'd gig at the pub and it was local and you get lifts with your friends and you go down, you bring all your equipment, you come back. But sometimes you would do gigs that were like, you were away for a couple of weeks, or a couple of days, and you'd travel 1,000 miles. And it's exhausting. Music is it used to be the silliest thing. When you see someone on stage and they're playing and everyone's dancing and drinking and yay, and you go home, and that was so much fun. Most of the time the band has been together for a few years. They're rehearsing. When you bring all your stuff to the gig, you set up, and then sometimes it's mostly waiting. The last thing you ever do is like, was that a G7 to a C9 and then to an F sharp major? Like, how does that passage go? You don't do any of that. You just try to wear the right clothes and be there, and then set up all your equipment. And then sometimes, not all the time, but I had this flashback of countless gigs where you'd wait like 8 hours and they'd get you on stage. No, not yet. And oh, soon. And like 18 hours goes by, and then it's okay, you have to start now. And people just see you on stage and think that's what you do. And even just the Scotland gigs, driving through the roads at night, when you get home and you're driving, it's like you leave the gig at 2 or 3 in the morning, you get home at 7 a.m. and you've been driving for 400 miles and you can hardly see, and you're living off of pepperoni sticks from the 7-Eleven or whatever. It's so, the amount of work was insane. There's no dental plan, there's no respect, there's no protection, there's no... in Ireland now, actually, and Pat sent that to me, in Ireland, they're one of the first places in the world now that they actually have a pension plan for musicians and subsidies. They treat musicians like they're people. In Ireland, they treat musicians like they're people. And I always say that every time you have your child is born, or you get married or divorced, whatever, same thing. And just being cheeky. Your anniversaries, your graduation, your party, your political events, every time there's anything, there's music there. But when those people grow up and get older, and I'm not talking about, everyone's got this idea of you should be famous, you should teach music, you should do this. I'm talking about imagine if I was talking about plumbers or carpenters. You just work and you do well, and then you retire and you get your fucking pension plan, right? If you're a working musician, you work in the local pub and the school and whatever, and you work hard your whole life. And as I was saying, I went around the world and did it, and it was just exhausting. Traveling, and sometimes you're on the road for 7 days straight to play on a stage for 20 minutes and no one gave a shit, and you make $50. And sometimes it's good, sometimes I played at embassies all over the world. That was good. We got paid well, and travel and flights, but when it's over, you got a broken back and no money and no respect, and people won't even look at you. You'll do something fancy and it'll just go whoosh over people's heads. They just don't care. And as I said, I've been doing my show now for 14 years now, and from the last time someone tipped from YouTube, and I don't monetize off YouTube, I make zero. If there is adverts, they make it. The last time someone tipped was 5 months ago. It's always Van Gogh, it's always Pat or my mom or whatever. That's not the point. I'm not trying to make people feel guilty, and I don't want people to know me to help. It's embarrassing. I'm talking about the traffic. I can see it right here. I can see the numbers. I get a thing that says 28,000 people watched your show this month or week. So out of the 28,000 people, zero support. It kind of reminds me of how you live your whole life as a musician, and when you're done, and you spend your whole life making people happy and making it special. When you're done, it's over. And I know many musicians that died. They either they left, they checked out, or they gave up, or they died, and some do well. Some are career musicians in school and everything. But I just mean in general, if you're a normal working dishwasher, working kind of person, carpenter, plumber, like actual real trades where you learn a skill and do a service. When your sink breaks, some fucking guy comes and fixes it. When you're older, at least they have a pension or a plan or dental or something, When you're a musician, fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. You're a scumbag. You're a dirty, druggy musician asshole. It's great fun. I also am available for children's matinees during the day. Another thing I like to complain about is the environment and how we overconsume, and we're completely attached to capitalism and materialism. And we live in a world where if you own lots of stuff and a car and a big house and a fancy job, people look up to you and say, hey, you're great, you're amazing. Hey, not only do you own lots of stuff, but you destroy people's lives and physically and mentally screw them over. Let's make you the boss. Let's make you the president. Let's make you the village leader. Let's make you, okay. And then an alien, this is a Hendrix song, and then we because of our consumption, we fuck up the planet and we screw it over because it's science, it's nature, right? And a UFO in the year 3000 flies over Earth, and the UFO is asking, hey man, what happened here? What did you guys do to the planet? You bought big houses and overconsumed everything? Like what? That's what this song is about, this Jimi Hendrix song. It's like, what did you do, man? It's in the key of G if anyone's... Oh, 1 sec. I'm doing my show. 1 second. There's someone at the window again. 1 second. Frickin' window. Trying to do my show here. Frickin' kids. I told you, Larry. Don't let people knock at the window. Kids, getting too old for this. All my retirement. So an alien flies over the Earth in the year 3000, and this is what he says. This is a Jimi Hendrix song. And I made the backing track myself. I just wanna talk to you. I wanna do you no harm. I just wanna know about your different lives on this here people farm. I heard you got your families living in cages, tall and cold. Some just stay there past the age of old. Is this true? Please let me talk to you. I just want to know about the rooms behind your mind. Do I see a vacuum there, or am I going blind? Or is it just the remains of vibrations and echoes long ago? Things like love the world, baby. Let your fancy flow. Is this true? Please let me talk to you. Is this true? Please let me talk to you. I have lived here before in the days of ice. And of course this is why I'm so concerned. And I've come back to find the stars misplaced, and the smell of the world that is burned, and the smell of the world that is burned. purchase my ticket. I just wanna ringside seat. I wanna know about the new Mother Earth. I wanna hear and see everything. I wanna hear and see everything. I wanna hear and see everything. 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 Oh shucks, if my daddy could see me now. Wanna hear and see everything. I wanna hear and see everything. 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 I wanna hear and see everything. Thanks for watching the Bass Guy Show. Today's show is brought to you by the letter T. And the number 17. I wanna hear and see everything. I wanna hear and see everything. I wanna hear and see everything. Everything. Oh shucks. If Van Gogh could see my daddy driving his Datsun now. Thank you for watching, everybody. Bass Guy loves you. No fear. If I don't see through the week, I'll see you through the window.
All right, Larry, let's power up the toasters. Power up the toasters.
It's live right here on the internet from beautiful Montreal, Canada. Prepare your innards for music, comedy, live guests, gimmicks, and more. Buckle up and get ready for a Shaka Springboard Blast Bag.
All right, Larry, let's power up the toasters. Power up the toasters.